Donald Trump has been caught again sleeping at an official public event. New video shows Donald Trump at the inaugural Board of Peace meeting, sitting with his eyes closed, head slumped, clearly struggling to stay awake during a meeting where supposedly it was the most exciting thing about how they were going to have peace and get peace and the entire thing. Trump couldn't even be bothered to stay awake. It wasn't late at night. It was like 10 a.m. It wasn't a private moment. Public event, cameras rolling. Trump simply can't stay awake. If this feels familiar, it's because it's happening all the time.
And the successful implementation of the second phase of the Gaza peace plan. This includes ensuring...
Whoa, and Trump almost actually falling. I'll play that last bit here. You see that Trump actually does a whoa and then catches himself. We have seen this time and time and time again. Trump can't stay awake during meetings. He just can't do it. And what makes the story particularly striking is that he led the movement to attack Joe Biden for having no energy, calling him Sleepy Joe. That was the branding, the narrative, endless mockery and endless attacks about energy and stamina and alertness, cognitive fitness. They built an entire messaging machine around Biden's too tired and weak and diminished. But now we have the oldest president in history, Trump, unable to stay awake almost every week. And the right-wing media is silent about it. He closes his eyes to rest them, is all you will occasionally get. He's listening. No outrage, no wall-to-wall coverage from right-wing media, no viral concerns about fitness for office, no questions about stamina, no nightly monologues on Fox News about cognitive decline. Their standards disappear. And this gets to something way bigger than just Trump falling asleep again. His entire political identity has always been built on projecting strength, dominance, and endless energy. I'd only sleep 4 hours a night and all this stuff. I never falter. But the reality is clashing with that alpha branding. And voters can see this guy doesn't have unstoppable energy. He's exhausted, disengaged, can often barely speak, and falls asleep in public all the time. But first, really quick, a word from our sponsor. Let's be honest, the math is not adding up lately. Between the grocery store, skyrocketing insurance premiums, even with a steady job, more families are being forced to rely on high-interest credit cards to cover expenses. If you are a homeowner caught in that cycle, carrying balances with interest rates in the 20s or even 30s, it is time to get some relief. Right now, mortgage rates are at a 3-year low. Our sponsor, American Financing, are helping homeowners pay off the high interest debt at rates in the low 5s. The salary-based mortgage consultants at American Financing don't just push loans, they build an exit strategy from debt. On average, they are saving their customers $800 a month. Plus, if you start today, you may even delay the next 2 mortgage payments. And at American Financing, there are no upfront fees or obligations. Just to find out how much could you save, call 866-891-7848 or go to americanfinancing.net/Pakman. The link is in the description. Now back to the video. Now, aging is normal. Health challenges are human. That is not the issue. The issue is honesty and consistency. If staying awake at public events were treated as proof of fitness or lack thereof for office for Joe Biden, why is it suddenly irrelevant when it applies to a different president? Either this is the standard or it's not. Either alertness and stamina are essential qualifications or they're not. You don't get to weaponize the issue for years and then pretend it's meaningless when your guy can't stay awake. There's also a governance question here. The presidency is objectively, if you're doing it right, one of the most demanding jobs in the world. You're ideally having constant focus, rapid decision-making abilities, and the ability to respond quickly to crises. If the public sees the president asleep all the time when out in public, they are going to ask questions. And those questions shouldn't be partisan. It's just basic accountability. A couple other notes from this event. They also played Trump propaganda videos during the meeting.
President Donald Trump unparalleled achievements in just few months. The United States, together with key regional and global partners, has signed the 20-point Gaza peace plan, a blueprint for security, peace.
You get the point. Very North Korea vibes going on there. And then this is like almost beyond parody. The leader of Kazakhstan proposes a new award named after or for Donald Trump. It's kind of hard to tell.
To promote peace and security in the Middle East and to foster economic, humanitarian cooperation in the region and even beyond. Given the global nature of the board's agenda, Kazakhstan is committed to providing practical support, including through hosting meetings at different levels and scales.
Right.
I also would like to propose to establish a special President Trump's Award of the Board of Peace to recognize his outstanding peace-building efforts and achievements.
Right.
I'm confident, Mr. President, that under your strong leadership, the Board of Peace will successfully deliver its great noble.
So you get the point. Another award for Donald Trump from Kazakhstan. And then the Prime Minister of Egypt repeatedly referred to Trump as Your Excellency.
Egypt.
Your Excellency President Donald Trump, distinguished participants, I thank President Trump for convening this meeting. His Excellency's direct involvement and commitment to promoting peace in the...
His Excellency. Have you ever seen someone born into such power, privilege, and wealth as Trump, who has had everything handed to him for his 80 years on this planet, and he still needs people to suck up to him, people to tell him how great he is, and for people to make up awards for him and refer to him as Your Excellency. Maybe the most triggered rich guy that I have ever seen. But remember, if Trump proves anything, it's that money cannot buy class. And boy, can it not.